NBA YoungBoy was posted up with his security. They were about to take off and escape this country, and Durk for good. They were armed and dangerous. YoungBoy made sure that this time he won't screw up, and he won't let Durk mess things up again. He had thousands of men making sure that everything went smooth. He used every last bit of his money to make this operation possible. Meanwhile, Polo G was watching the whole scene and reporting to Durk. Durk called Polo G and told him to meet him in the back of the aeroport. So Polo G went to meet him. Durk explained to Little Jeff, Q50 and Polo G, that this mission should be done by me and Vaughn. We going alone after YoungBoy. However, the three of you should go to the vintage point where we left sniper rifles to make sure we're okay, me and Vaughn. So the three of them went to the vintage point to take position. Durk and Vaughn took the armored car that Polo G left and went near the NBA YoungBoy operation. They opened the trunk of the car and took the weapons. Durk took an RPG to destroy everything there, including NBA YoungBoy. And then they immediately opened fire on YoungBoy's goons, hoping that he'd die as well. YoungBoy, seeing all of this, he told the pilot to immediately fly off the plane. The pilot did what he was told and tried to get off. Durk and Vaughn went running to a car to try and stop the plane from flying off. YoungBoy goons tried to stop him from catching up with the plane. They were able to get on the plane. But the air resistance was so brutal that it sucked the car off the plane. Durk was alone in the car and injured. Durk cried for help, but no one was there. He didn't know King Vaughn's fate since Vaughn got out of the car, and it looked like he dropped from the plane as well. He got up and went to think about a solution for this. It turned out that Vaughn didn't drop from the plane. He was instead gripping tightly on the plane's back door. A guard saw him and he immediately went to deal with him. He tried to shoot him off the plane, but Vaughn acted fast and shot him first. Vaughn climbed back in the plane and went to fight his way in. Vaughn was unfortunately shot too, and he started to bleed from the gunshot wounds. The bleeding was severe. It caused him to drop to the floor and lose consciousness. YoungBoy was still untouched. Durk found a solution. He decided he'll go steal a small plane to follow YoungBoy's plane. He fought the police in order to steal the plane. He catched up with the plane, and he wore his parachute to try and jump on the plane. He jumped from his plane in hope of landing on YoungBoy. He successfully landed on YoungBoy's plane, and he immediately went to the cockpit location to try and kill the pilot to stop YoungBoy. He shot at the pilot, but the glass was bulletproof. A normal handgun won't be able to shoot through this glass. So Durk decided he'll go enter the plane from the back door. To his surprise, he found Vaughn laid down, so he ran as fast as he could to help him. He comforted him and told him that it'll be okay. Durk will plant C4 bombs on the plane. Then they both will take parachutes and jump out of the plane to destroy it with YoungBoy in it. As soon as they tried to leave, YoungBoy closed the plane's door. Now they were stuck. But Durk's homie Lil Baby stepped in. He took out his sniper rifle and went on to try and shoot the pilot. He successfully killed him. YoungBoy immediately took the pilot off his seat and took his place to try and drive the plane. The plane almost fell to the ground, but YoungBoy drove it upwards and took control again. Baby knew about it, so he ran to another position to shoot the plane's engine this time. He successfully shot the plane's engine. The shot made the plane lose control and attract attention to the police, so the police knew this plane had something to do with the Durk and YoungBoy incident. So they tried to stop the plane by shooting at it using special forces.
We'll take you down.
They destroyed the plane. The plane dropped to ocean far away. Lil Baby went to its location before police to check if YoungBoy is dead. He didn't know that Durk and Vaughn were also inside the plane. He dived inside the plane to look for bodies, but he didn't find a single one. The plane was empty from people. What the hell happened to the bodies? Not even the pilot was there. Did they magically disappear? He didn't even find a single body there. He ended up leaving the scene before the cops show. He decided he'll go call Durk about it. He didn't even know that Durk was in fact inside the plane this whole time.